Virgo, how are you? Wonderful to be here with you once again. If you're new to my channel, thanks for stopping by. My name is Mary Ellen, and it's lovely. My guides are saying it's lovely to have you here at Moonrise Cottage. So, Virgo, we have a big reading. There is a lunar eclipse coming on the 5th of June, and we've had a lot of astrological activity. Make sure you go always and look at that, okay? My guides lately have been calling me an interpretive astrologer, which means I can look at your chart and we can have a discussion, and I can sort of look into the astrology, but I am not an astrologer. I couldn't fashion up a chart, things like that. So, Virgo, good gracious. There's just so much going on. Before I jump in, I want to remind everybody there are a lot of links below the video. And please go and avail yourself there, my guides are saying. The special pricing COVID-19 readings are still in force. They will be coming along, my guides are saying. So at the beginning of the crisis, I dropped the price so you could come get a reading for $25. It's inching up. So this month in June, it's going to be $35. It's going to continue to go up back to sort of its normal station, my guides are saying. Slowly, probably over the summer. So if you want to read and you've been putting it off, this is your moment. And we'll get into a very deep oracle reading. And if at any time you want to go forward and have a full reading while we're pulling your oracle cards, that's fine with me. Okay? So we'll just chat and we'll figure out what your needs are, my guides are saying. There's the next card. Virgo, my goodness. So like everybody else, you're being affected by the astrology, the fact that the nodal axis has shifted into Gemini Sagittarius, and we're having a full moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius on the 5th of June. Lot going on. So there are links below about all that stuff. And if you would like to join the group that is meeting on Sunday afternoons here at Moonrise Cottage, we're doing a Zoom session, some deep work coming forward in order to weave the tapestry that my guides have been talking about all this time since I've been on YouTube. So we are in the process of joining with all the light workers that are actually doing that work. And there's going to come a moment when we will be able to all be in communion with each other in order to shift us to go forward, to finish the cycle of 2020 and step into the 4D, the 5D. That preparation pathway continues. So while I'm talking about that, I just want to show you what's on the bottom of the deck. See that? The foundation of knowledge. That's what my guides are talking about. And there we are standing with the guides in the sacred places is what they're talking about. So Virgo, for you, cards have been jumping out. Hoo-wee! Holy cow. So this is from the Celtic Wisdom Tarot. It is being used by my guides as an oracle card. And what they want you to see, it's like this, is this. This is your state of being at this moment, Virgo, because, and I've been saying this, for, 6 months or something. Here we stand, Virgo. I'm a Virgo sun sign with Aries rising. There we stand. There is a sacred battle going on. Virgo, you're looking straight into the wind of change. You're not shrinking back in any way. In fact, the challenge is going on globally, consciously, and within your own life, whatever it might be, you're standing there free. And I love this for you, Virgo. Untethered, the wild woman who looks into the spiritual realm to see where her heart chakra is, fully illuminated. She's going through a cycle of change. She is in the midst of a heart chakra illumination because she's done her own work. She's had some kind of a sacred journey. Do you see that she's come through an initiation? She has the amulet around her neck. Her hand is open. She's receiving directly from the universe. She's dressed in her passion. And the winds of change blow through her life. She is fully aware and she is responding in kind, my guides are saying. So the next card that came out, very fascinating, is in line. My guides are telling me it's a trilogy. It belongs with the two cards I just showed you. The blank shield. Virgo, this wild woman inside of you, this woman who will step into the gap, unafraid to do what needs to be done. It's time for you to do two things. You're stepping through a portal at this full moon eclipse, I believe. This is also a moment when you are meant to create your shield. So in some artistic way, whatever way you can do it, even if it's with, my guys are saying, even if it's with a pencil and paper, make yourself a shield. Because every warrior needs both a sword, or a spear as the case may be, and a shield. This is your way of protecting yourself from some of the things that are coming forward, because you're having this mystical, crazy, my guys are now, they're yelling at me, not crazy, unencumbered, mystical journey. You need to announce yourself. So when warriors would go into battle in this way, they would sometimes paint themselves, and often they would have a shield. And on the shield is their sacred crest. My guides are saying what you are doing is writing your story. It's meant to be written onto the shield. So go for it. Make a piece of art about your experience that you're having. Because while you're dancing your own dance and jumping into the gap of your own existence, what you're doing is looking into the ancient guides. You've contacted the ancient ones. So that is the wild woman who dances in concert with the ancient ones, her guides, the ancient shamans, who, this is the first card in this deck. And what they did was they liberated themselves from dimensional linear time in order to be able to travel across the universe in an interdimensional time way. And you're in this moment, which is why my guides are saying, please make your shield, write your story, because what you're doing is you are literally, when we come through this eclipse, you are writing your destiny. The story of who you are going to become 10,000 years from now. That distant kind of galactic travel. And there is a lot of activity going on in the galactic center because of all the things that are shifting and changing. The Earth axis, Schumann's resonance, pulsing stronger and stronger. The axis shifting, the nodal axis shifting. That's what you're doing. And while you're doing that work, Virgo, you have a goal in mind. Last month, I'm pretty sure I was talking about the way you are assisting the global heart mind to come forward. This is why you're doing the work. Do you see that boat? Souls in a boat arriving on some distant shore, some intergalactic space, so to speak. Very sacred. And when they arrive on this distant shore, they take a deeper journey. See, they're going into infinity is what my guides are saying. Walking in to the infinity place. And Virgo, you are right there with them. Because you've come through this journey with this intention, and you have been spinning the energy. If you look back at several months of the readings, we've been watching Virgo spin the energy that comes from Uranus and Taurus. We're right between Taurus and Capricorn that has the great destroyer in its sign. And we've just been spinning the energy, weaving it up, doing our magic, making it, the way a Virgo would, bringing order out of the chaos of a Big Bang awakening that's happening here on the earth. Virgo spins it, polishes it up, hands it off to Capricorn. So the Capricorn can do its work with Pluto. So in a sense, what my guides are saying is that's what you're doing. Do you see that? The mystical shaman. You have allowed yourself to, in a sense, be inhaled by the ancient ones. Your ancient journey has come forward right to the surface, and you are being exhaled again in your new form. Virgo, this is, it's like that. Holy cow. So make sure you write your story in some way. Make a painting, make a drawing, use, if you have kids and they're stuck at home and they're not at school, use their artwork, their paints, and my guides are showing me pictures of colored pencils and things like that. If you can really do it, go straight for it. Because Virgo, your mission remains. My guides are saying your mission remains. Look at that, Virgo. So this is the 10 of Swords, a quest of battle. There is a great ending happening. This eclipse that's coming forward, I think, is a leverage, a fulcrum, my guides have been saying, point. So there you are, doing your best to create a situation in which all souls can arrive at their destiny. It's so sacred and it's so deep. I know that sounds like a platitude, but Virgo, please understand. Please understand your energy, the way you have been spinning the energy and responding to the sacred in your own life. This is the result. It's astounding, and you've come deeply into your power, and your energy is one of the energies that's being utilized to bring forward, my guides are saying, this eventuality. So we're gonna plunge now into the deep of the battle, the night, the worst moment when we are certain here on this earth that all is lost and we will not reach our destination. I'm getting all choked up. Virgo, we got nothing to worry about because you are standing at the helm of the boat, transporting these souls by spinning the energy and handing it off. The energy of awakening. Here, Capricorn, here, Pluto, take some more energy of awakening so that while the tower is coming down and order is being restored from the bottom up instead of, well, the crash that's happening from the top down, whether you consider it a crash or not, it is what's happening. Do not worry. Keep your focus in this place because that's what's going to happen. This eclipse is bringing us into this moment of destiny. It's in the oracle cards, a sacred convergence. Those souls are reaching their destination. Virgo, you are part of the energy that's helping lead this forward. And in your own life, if you are feeling that you are in the dark and you are lost and you cannot find your destination and everything is awful, you've lost your job, your business has failed, you just cannot recreate. Please understand that sometimes it's the end of a cycle and you experience a death. But rebirth is not only is it coming, it's coming like that. Look at that, Virgo. Wow. Ooh, giving me a chill. So you are going to reach the shore. The sun's coming up. You are going to find your way. And when everything crashes to the ground, Virgo, because you are so strong, you are one of the strongest of the zodiac signs. Because you have the capacity to create order out of chaos. You are like a tree in a hurricane. You will bend. You are mutable. You will bend and you will continue your journey. And eventually things will come to rights. And when they do, there's you, the King of Skill, King of Wands, Virgo. You know that you're starting out on this new journey. And so you're just because you're a Virgo, you're going to say, well, let's see, let me make my list. What do I need? What am I going to need for this sacred convergence? Let's see. I think first of all, I need some new shoes. The universe is playing with us now. My guides are playing with us. But it is a fun allegory, isn't it? Do you see that the shield is on the wall now? Thank you, Spirit. Where'd it go? Make the shield, okay, gang? Just do it. So that you have it. The story of your battles. The story of your identity, all the things that you have been through. Ooh, getting choked up. It's a lot, Virgo. It's a lot to be standing in this world with this energy. It's weighty, my guides are saying, because you understand the depth because of your highly brilliant analytical mind. And so you will correctly identify the moment. You will make your shield, you will make your shoes, and you will walk on with your passion intact from this moment. So have no worries, Virgo, you're going to be fine. And here's where you're going. I love this reading. Thank you, Spirit. I needed it. Whew, King of Cups. The destiny of love energy. And Virgo, there you are. highly activated at the heart chakra because of all the battles that you've had, and you've come into your power now. Definitely a warrior, but no longer fighting. You've put the battles down. The swords have done their work. The cycle is over. And you stand up because you're so strong, and you just keep on going. Almost like, no, it's just seamless, right? Okay, well, my guides are showing me a picture of, you get up off the ground, the swords are in your back, and you get up off the ground, the swords fall out, and you go, well, that was intense. Damn it, I'm going to go buy some shoes because I'm walking on. This king, highly activated at the heart chakra, and I love that we're working with male energy. It is about going forward. A mystical ability to shapeshift and fly back and forth through the awakening that is happening with sacred vision in order to find the path forward. That's what the king of art does. He is a warrior. So one more thing my guides are talking about. Look. You see? This is the nature of your transformation through this eclipse. You're just going to use your sacred vision because you are already standing in your power. You've had your transformation. Thank you, Spirit. Because you've been able to stand in your place as the wild woman and allow the fates to have their way with you. Very similar to a Capricorn type of story now, Virgo. The energy's going deep inside of you, this transformation. So you're going to use your sacred vision about love energy. And if anybody understands love energy, interestingly enough, it is a Virgo. We just don't talk about it, do we? Because we're quiet. Kind of. Right? So you're going to have the sacred spear that clears away obstacles. Your sacred feminine is so out in front and so in charge, and you're working very well with the masculine side of your nature to move the energy forward, find the pathway forward, actually. And the pathway that you're working on, of course, because you're a Virgo, is balance. Do you see that? Looks like someone's been split open along the central meridian and resewn. Guys are saying staples. Nowadays in surgery, they just staple you back together with giant staples. There you are, Virgo. The balancer of harmony. Balancing the energy in the direction of harmony, because that's the point of everything that we're going through. So that's the place that you're walking into on this sacred vision quest that you're going on with your powerful new shoes. Your shield is at the back because the battle's over. You don't need it anymore, but you've learned a lot. And because of all the learning, you've come to this sacred ability and you walk into a place of balance. And when you arrive there, this is your transformation. This is who you become. That's the Queen of Cups. Do you see that she's working directly with the fire to create whatever is meant to come next? She's receiving the energy from the universe, and she sits enthroned in the triple spiral of life, death, decay, and rebirth. She's extremely creative. So just so you know, there are the sacred mates, the King and Queen of Cups. Some of you are having this event in your life, no doubt. All the readings have been this way this month. My guides are talking about love energy inside the transformation that's going on. So some of you are transforming within a relationship or in concert with somebody else. For most of us, what we're talking about is us and us, the male and female half of ourselves. But allow yourself to understand how it fits into my guides just said, your perfect life. So the point of all this, look, Virgo, again, my guides, they just keep saying, look, this is what a Virgo looks like. Okay, you got knocked down, stabbed in the back by somebody or something, by COVID-19. You lost a loved one. You lost a relationship. You lost your direction for a minute when it was dark. And because you're a Virgo, the minute the sun comes up, you just keep going. Nothing stops you, Virgo. So the next step is you're just going to manifest what you want. That's the Ace of Cups. So Virgo, this month you are working with the highest order of love energy. in the universe, in the planet, with the change that's coming over us through this beautiful Sagittarius full moon lunar eclipse on the 5th of June. Make sure you listen to Molly McCord or Pam Gregory or your favorite astrologer who talks about these kinds of mystical transitions. Not only are you going to find the pathway forward, this way, you are then going to manifest the bringing forward in an orderly fashion love energy, the highest order of love energy, the Ace of Cups that comes out of the universe. The highest order of love. Being able to receive it in these moments because you've done your work. It's fabulous, Virgo. So you are going to find the pathway. I think back to yourself. Some of you clearly have suffered. Some of you have suffered a lot. It may be a loss in your love life. It may be a literal loss in your family because of COVID-19. And if that is the case, you have my heartfelt condolences and love and hugs. It's going to be okay, Virgo. You're going to be able to pick up the pieces and go on. In fact, that is your sacred intention. It's your destiny to manifest your future. That's what this woman is doing. She's chanting upon the sacred cauldron, the highest order of love that comes out of the universe, out of which everything comes. So what you're manifesting while you're chanting and making your shield and having this experience is a brand new life for yourself, Virgo, and good for you, for those of you who need it. So this is the first card on the soul level of my readings. All of this transition in your human life is because on a soul level, you are intent, you are here in order to experience this kind of transition to bring forward a brand new life. Total transformation. Absolute death and rebirth. Virgo, please know you're going to be okay. It's really going to be okay, no matter what the loss has been. I know it takes time, so give yourself a little bit of time. Do the work. Do the fun stuff now. Do some artwork. Write your poem and put it on your shield. Your epic story. Look at that. That's the sacred grandmother. And what she's doing is the Queen of Pentacles. So it's the Queen of Knowledge in this deck. She's literally sitting suspended in the universe, weaving together the strings of destiny of her sacred lineage, her grandchildren. Virgo, there's something really beautiful happening on a soul level for you. I would say, my guides are saying it like this. Well, if you were a private client and these cards were coming out, the things that the guides would be saying to you is that you are at a point in the spiral of your own destiny, written into your DNA, chosen before you incarnated here. This is what you came here to experience. To have this total transformation, complete and utter, hang on, they want me to, complete and utter transformation. If I can get that into the viewfinder. So, Virgo, when you go through this death and rebirth cycle and come back to balance with your creativity intact and your love energy flowing from you in order to create what comes next, you're not shrinking back from the fire just like you didn't shrink back from the battle. You're so intact, Virgo. I just want to keep driving home that message for you because this could look a little disturbing. Look. Oh, Virgo, that's the Justice card. It's all going to be okay. In this deck, it is the renewer of devotion. It is about coming through the process that you've come through in order to have the experience so that you could develop the highest order of love and compassion for the entire universe. You're going to understand. Hang on one second. My guys want me to show you something. You're going to understand this, Virgo, in a way that's really deep. And golly, I think last year at this time, when I was preparing my own destiny to go out on my sacred journey, I had a sacred download. Where is it? This. It looked much like this. And I had a vision when, at night when I was trying to sleep. It went on for hours, and what I was seeing is every human being that had ever been here falling from the universe onto the earth into their destiny. And when I woke up, I was just overcome with the knowledge that I had gained, what I had seen, how I understood it. I didn't know how to put words on it. I think I talked about it a little bit in a video here and there. But there we are. That's what my guides are talking about. So those are the sacred triple brotherhood. The sons, the anointed sons of the Saint Brigid, who had a monastery. Long story in this deck about that. It also represents a triple goddess, the sacred triad. When a soul transitions through its destiny into the sacred cauldron and back out again, it's the story of a soul that has finished a circuit of existence. Ooh, getting choked up again. Virgo, there are some of you out there who do not have to return to this place for this kind of a journey ever again. And you're going to transition into the highest order of spiritual energy when you leave here. Literally, the cards are on the table. So your soul is set free in these moments because of the way you are transitioning. And here on this earth to have your human journey in order to manifest that destiny for yourself. And you choose either to start a new circuit of existence on a soul level, or you choose to transfer your form into pure energy. That's the high priest, the rememberer of sacred lore. Your vibration is going to be so intense. You're going to literally feel it in all of these ways that we're talking about. It's your literal destiny to transform yourself, your journey, your walk, your understanding of what you're doing here. Sacred knowledge. Okay. Because of this, my guides are saying, because of this. Wait a minute, let's see, I guess I gotta go this way. So, understand the way that the universe is breathing you in and exhaling you back into your destiny. Woo! Because of your ancient lineage, the ancient shamans, 10,000 years ago, 20,000 years, whatever it is, whatever your destiny has tied up with in terms of the sacred lineage that you come from, truly shamanic energy. You're going right back to that place. That's the outcome. And you're going to be able to touch the place, feel it, communicate with it, understand it when the full moon comes forward. This is a story about someone who was working to prove themselves, as a Virgo often will. You don't have to, Virgo. That part of your life is done. He stepped out to put a rope around a corpse. It was a tradition on the full moon. It's about Halloween when the veil is really thin, like the day of a full moon eclipse in Sagittarius. Fire. Fire. The energy of fire. Sorry, there goes my phone. So when you have this moment, when this lunar eclipse comes forward, understand that you are literally going to go into a different dimension. That's what happened to this person. They had a vision of a catastrophe, and it pushed them across the veil into the land of the fairies, where they met a fairy and asked for sacred assistance to prevent the catastrophe from coming forward. So Virgo, our energy is going to be employed, my guides are saying, particularly on this day of the full moon in Sagittarius, lunar eclipse, bringing a cycle to an end. And it's this kind of a cycle that's ending for you in your life, and I believe here on the earth. This is how our energy is being used. So what happened, there was a happy ending to this story. He met a fairy, a banshee, who said, you got to go back. I'll help you, but you got to go back and cry out the warning. You can prevent this tragedy. This is the Seven of Pentacles. It's about the way in which our garden grows And I love the depiction and the way the guides are pulling out the cards. So you're looking at your garden and you're determining, what is it that I can do to cause this garden to grow into its destiny? So the tragedy was prevented. This person then went back to the mystical place to live in the fairy world forever. So when you get in touch with your guides and your sacred, ancient others, my guides are saying, know that that connection will remain firm now from this moment forward. And it will change you forever. So Virgo, get with yourself, make a shield, make a ceremony for yourself with your friends maybe, on the day of the full moon or shortly after, and just celebrate this moment, because it is literally a fulcrum that's pulling us from this to this. Fabulous. Wow, Virgo. As I always say about Virgos, because I am a Virgo, you don't play, Virgo, do you? So gang, thank you for being here, for taking the time to ponder your sacred existence. What's going on in your life? How does it affect your love life? How does it affect your desire to have a partner or not, as the case may be? I look forward to being with you again in July. A lot of energy coming forward through the summer. And then, when the retrogrades are done, we're going to rock it forward. But in these sacred moments of retrograde, these are the journeys that everybody's going to experience. So enjoy it. Take it to heart. Love yourself. Do your best to love the people around you. It's going to be intense. Tempers are going to flare. It's meant to push us through the portal. So I'll be there with you, Virgo, and I'll be looking forward to hearing from you. Thanks, everybody. See you soon.